We are Team Voldemort, and we're going to be working on Mike's basement. As far as our team goes, there is Tyler Stoker. He's had experience as a project engineer and other construction experiences. CJ Madsen has experience as an ironworker and in project estimating. Keaton Newbold has 5 years of experience in risk mitigation and has been a part of over $300 million in construction funding. And Steve Hymas has experience as a mechanic and estimating and writing up work orders.
Hi guys, my name is Tyler Stoker. So the project that we're going to be working on is my brother. He's got an unfinished basement, Mike. He's been slowly working at it. Actually, 2 of the bedrooms down there are finished, and I helped him finish a bathroom. It still has a great room and another potential bedroom and laundry room area that's all just unfinished, just open. It's been framed, but right now it needs some mechanical work, including running some ducting and some extra plumbing if they want to put in a future kitchen, possibly in the future. They just want to get some plumbing ran over there for future expansion, and they need a lot of electrical work done, mostly outlets, also maybe a few switches and some lighting. So I think that's something that we could do for our project. I myself have experience working with these things, and I know that a couple of other guys are in the construction industry as well. This should be a good project for us to be able to plan the supplies that we're going to need, as well as the things that we're going to need to progress. So my brother would be our sponsor for this project. Obviously, he'd be purchasing all the supplies, and we'll just continue our plans from there.
Our project objectives are slightly fluctuating depending on Mike's progress over the next few weeks. However, we're planning on helping him with electrical. We're hoping to do the outlets and make sure that those junction boxes are secured at the correct heights. That way we're keeping code. Also making sure that the correct wiring is done, whether that be through the rough electrical or connecting the correct wires. Then we'll also take some time to do some of the ducting. This also includes the dryer vent. We'll route that dryer vent through the external wall and ensure that the location of the vent is correct and also according to code. And we'll make sure that that ducting is straight and allows access for lint to escape or be cleaned. And if there's time, we're hoping that we might be able to help a little bit with drywall, but all of that depends on how far we get with outlets and different stages of the project. All in all, we're really trying to help Mike in the completion of his basement and get him at least some steps closer to being done. We'll be communicating effectively with him to make sure that the project goes smoothly.
As with any project, the objective is only reached by having specific deliverables and milestones achieved throughout the duration of the project. So the deliverables that we have selected for this project are to provide a cost estimate, a schedule, and a completing the defined scope for the project. If we can provide an accurate estimate, then we'll know if our project was successful on our cost. If we can provide an accurate schedule, we'll know if we were successful on achieving our scheduled date. And at completion, we'll know if we're successful if we have achieved everything on our schedule and on our cost. Our milestones include completing and creating a schedule and an estimate for the project. We then need to be awarded the work as a critical milestone, and then we need to finalize the scope with our sponsor. Following those 3 things, we would like to have an official start date of when our sponsor had started his work, and then we will like to have a milestone of our on-site date for when we'll be there performing our work and our labor. And then the most critical milestone would be to pass the four-way inspection for the basement that we will be finishing. So that's kind of our deliverables and our milestones for the project.
Our predicted costs. Costs will be determined once the project scope is determined, but they will include wiring, outlets, nails, junction boxes, tools and equipment for installing everything, ducting, vents, caulking, tape, and labor costs, which will also be determined once we determine the scope of the project.
Hi everyone, my name is Steve and I will be going over the risks associated with the project. As with any construction project, biggest risk is always going to be injury to the people working on it. And then another major risk will be damage to the property, whether it be the equipment or what we're working on. The mitigation steps that we're going to take to manage this risk is I am certified in industrial safety and first aid. And so I will be able to lay out the project materials in a manner that is logical so that safety will be followed. There is a lot of people that have a lot of experience with construction, so they give us proper training on the equipment we'll be using. And then, of course, I'm also certified in first aid, so we can provide medical care and using proper personal protective equipment such as safety glasses, hard hats, and work gloves.